Welcome to my channel. My name is Adebimpe Adelaja. Today, I'll be talking about how sometimes as Christians, we get scared or even get scammed because we believe a negative statement or prophecy that somebody has said, and then we forget totally the power and authority that we have as children of God. I'll be sharing two personal stories with you just to explain, the same topic that I have today. So many years ago, like some 9-10 years ago, I had closed at work, was heading home, and I was going home by public transport. So I was at the bus park waiting on my next bus, and I saw these three women. They were all dressed alike. I recognized them, and I just knew, not that I knew them before, but the way they were dressed alike. I don't have anything to do with them. But I noticed that they were approaching me and they were trying to get my attention. But I just clearly, tried to walk away from them. And then one of them was like, "Oh, we're trying to talk to you. You're not even paying attention. And the way you're behaving, that's how you continue to behave. And then when you grow up and you get married, you won't be able to have children." I'm like, when did this conversation start and where are we heading? I was wondering what's going on. But I did not give it further thought. I was like, who cannot even, determine that kind of a thing about my life. I'm not going to let that get to me. So, they were surprised, and then they continued to, they were like, "Oh, but if you want to give birth, we're going to tell you, you're going to do this, that." So they were trying to describe a sacrifice that I needed to perform so that what they had said was going to happen to me would not happen to me. I'm like, oh no, you picked the wrong one this time around. And I just, clearly called their bluff. And years after, of course, what they said was going to happen to me did not happen to me. But just imagine that at the time when they said those things to me, I really got scared, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't want to grow up and get married and not be able to have kids. Okay, let me do what you're asking me to do, explain to me well, and probably they would have also extorted me. And like I said, that was many years ago. Recently, just I think about a month ago, another thing happened. So I was on TikTok, and I came across this person who would come on TikTok on an account and do like a Bible study kind of thing. So I started following her account, and I think like 2 days after, I noticed that she followed me back, and I was curious. I'm like, why did this person follow me back? This person seemed to have a lot of followers. So when I checked that account, the account had like 10,000 followers. I'm like, why pick me to follow me? I'm like, okay, maybe because I commented on, some of her posts, maybe that's why she decided to follow me on my TikTok account. I let that slide. Few days after, I got a direct message from that account, and I'm going to read to you the message that I received from that account. It said, "Beloved, I don't know you in person, but God knows you. God ministered to me a revelation when I was on your profile to see things around you. I saw blessings, but spiritual attacks holding on to them in prayers. I saw a woman in the realm of the spirit monitoring and plotting delay in your life with an evil mirror and a motive to destroy. But as I speak to you now, our time is up. Render hand of favor to these blank in blank state before 2 days with faith. As I raise my hands towards heaven and pray for you, they shall serve as point of contact wherever you are. You will receive double portion of grace to excel and total restoration of breakthrough in your life and in the life of your family. Deliver them to the MD in charge of the blank to get their details on." They provided the phone number. "Tell him I sent you, for it is not by might nor by power, but of the Spirit, said the Lord." Quoted the Bible scripture, you shall testify to the glory of God in your life. God bless you. I'm like, okay, now this is getting interesting. So I said, okay. So you randomly went to my profile and received whatever about me. And the next thing that I'm supposed to do, you're not even telling me to go and pray, is to, get in touch to somebody and ask for the account number of a particular organization and send money to them, sow seed, technically, into, that organization, and then you will be praying for me. Really? I'm like, okay, But of course, when I saw that, I knew something was wrong. I didn't get scared like, oh, I'm like, this is definitely fake, first thing. But let's say it's even true. That is not how, it's going to play out. But I was curious. I'm like, oh, but this person I'm following, on TikTok, it doesn't look like the person is fake, So I went on Google and, I just searched for that account, the name. I searched the name, and then I discovered that the real account had over 500,000 followers. So the one I was following was a cloned account. And I'm like, okay, now that explains it, right? So I'm like, this person is trying, you cannot scam me using that method. Of course, I reported that account to Instagram, and I noticed that they blocked it, or they deactivated it, because I couldn't find that account any longer. But what am I saying, or what am I trying to say here? Imagine that when that message came in, something clicked in my mind. I'm like, it's true. There's one woman in my family. That must be the person that this person saw. It's very true. In fact, I need to do what this person, and I'd gone ahead, and maybe got the bank details. And you can be very sure that the payment I will make that first time would not be the last one. And why would I have gotten into all of that? Because I don't realize that I can pray myself if there is problem. Let me use my own mouth now. I'm a child of God. I have direct access to the Father. Okay? So when we have issues, don't just be that person that's gonna be moved left to right, front, back, all because you cannot even stand on your own, and exercise the authority that you have, but you are just depending on other people to do things for you. You are waiting for this prophecy, that prophecy, running here and there. You shouldn't just be doing that, okay? It's anytime I remember that message, I'm like, oh my God. And it's funny that these things happened, they happened years apart, but when I was just thinking about this, I was able to, relate the two stories together and share with you. So I don't know, maybe you've also had that kind of experience before, and it's okay.
Sometimes things happen and we could be victims, but we learn from it. So maybe you've been a victim before, and you want to share your experience, feel free to go in the comment section if you want to share your experience, or if you just want to, or if you want to let me know that you relate, or or that you learned from this, let me know in the comment section. Thank you once again for coming to my channel, for spending this time with me. God bless you.